Hey everybody, I'm about to do some four-wheeler riding today. It is cold. You can see my breath is 0 degrees Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit, and hopefully it warms up some today. The sun's supposed to come out. It's been rainy like the past week, just about. Icy, snowy weather, and all that's melted off, so hopefully it'll be a little bit drier. And I'm anxious to get out. It's gonna be fun, so let's go. We were at the Ozark St. Francis National Forest. Over here at Caleb Falls, there's a creek that comes through and feeds down to this little waterfall, which there's a bunch of them out here. I don't know what this tree is, but I've seen a few of them out here. They have all these little buds on them, and I'm really not for sure if it's like just this way for winter and then turns into a flower in the spring and summer, or what, but they're real pretty even like they are now. So. There's all this pretty moss. This stuff's all over the place. Got on the rocks, on the trees. Super pretty out here. Had our first snack, stopped here for a moment, and we're getting ready to take off now. So just stopped at the second waterfall here. I don't know what the name of this one is, but it's really cool. I think this is the one that has the cave underneath it. And let me see here. You gotta walk down to the bottom. Let me switch views. Yeah, there's a cave. I'm gonna attempt to go down in this cave. I've been in it before. It's not like a big cave like you would think. It's just, I don't know if like water used to be up here. If water used to be up here at one point, like way back in the day, and it just eroded it, but it's still really cool. Make sure there ain't no bears down here. Alright, we're crawling in. The toboggan's hitting the top of the rock. Super cool. The Diegos is like back there, back further than where I'm parked right now with the four-wheeler. Like, if somebody got a shovel and like a crew of 12, they could dig this out and have like a really awesome hangout. But I don't know if the water would back up into it. So I'm gonna crawl back out and go back up to the four-wheeler, and we're gonna hit up a new spot. Pit stop back at the truck. I was getting hot and wanted to put my jacket up. You can see there's still ice. It was freezing earlier, but now it feels pretty good out. I think it's supposed to get up to 60 degrees today, so that'd be nice. The last trail was pretty rough coming down it. There are a couple spots that trees had kind of worked their way in with branches and just trying to slap you in the face. It's good now. Made it to this other spot. I don't know the name of it, but super pretty. All this blue water here. You can see there's still a bunch of snow and ice on the ground, and this area doesn't get as much sunlight as normal, like on top of the hills and stuff does. The rays just don't shine down, all these trees block it and everything, but it's real pretty. You can see all the little patches that are still working their way out to melt. So we're gonna head down this trail further and see about going down to SM Falls. It's not too much further down, so stick with us. So that last trail leads down to where I'm at now. It's just a different roundabout way of getting here. And there were too many blockades from trees being down from the previous storm that we had to go take the higher route, circle around to get down here. So now we made it to SM Falls. Beautiful waterfall here. Got this blue water just like the other little spot. Got the old KingQuad over here, tearing it up. Beautiful. I'm gonna go climb down there, see if I can get a better view, better angles, and see some rocks. So this little spot right here isn't too bad. It's pretty smooth. Everything's muddy right now as can be, but that's okay. That's what the four-wheeler's for. And I climbed down here another time. I don't remember what spot I went down over here. I think this is it. Oh, look at all this pretty moss on these rocks. Okay, the old trusty tree here. I'm down the hard part, getting off the bluff. Still got a bunch of and a big old hunk and chunk of ice from snow. These bluffs are so cool. Like, we've had all this weather, but still underneath, like this bluff right here, all of this rock is dry as could be. So these things, I guess if you're homeless, this is where to live. Or a homeless shelter. But if you didn't have that, this is the second best option, I would think. At least it's pretty. Golly, look at this. Don't fail. Look at this giant boulder. Wonder how much it weighs. Okay, let me try not to slip and fall. Ooh, this is pretty. Really good angle over here. Voila. This is awesome. it's got this huge bluff. So I guess at one time, maybe it was blocked off down the way, like years and years ago, maybe. And it created like a big water pool here or something. That would have been cool to see. It probably helped some fish. I would have loved to have fished it. I came out here, I think it was last summer, and I was up top with some of my buddies. We had little pieces of twigs that we threw down in the water, and a bunch of little small fish came up and grabbed them like they were bugs or something. But I came back another time and brought my fly rod, and I had some flies on it that I was trying to cast down, and it had a bunch of twigs, kind of like it does now. There's a bunch of twigs and tree limbs and stuff from the storm that's in the water. But anyways, I cast my fly rod, I think I had an Adams dry fly on, and had it in the water, didn't get nothing. No hits, nothing coming up. So I don't know if maybe like the fish got washed out at some point, or they got eaten, or they're just down deep. I don't know, but I figured for sure I would have got some, but wasn't the case for me. It's so cool over here. You can see, let me see if the camera will show it. The water is reflecting. You can't really see here. I'm gonna switch angles. So the water, the reflection of it is coming off of the bluff, like it's its own little light show. It's the coolest thing. Get closer. Look at that. That is super cool. Little disco party dance show. So I'm gonna fill this water and see how cold it is. And it's honestly not that bad with all the snow melt and ice and everything. Like, it's still cold. I'd say it's probably like 55 degrees. It's not as cold as the Little Red River or the White River, that's for sure. But you could probably put trout in it right now and they'd survive. Pretty cool. It's so beautiful out here. Let me try to venture back. Oh, cool, look at this rock. It's got like these swirls on it, white with swirls. There's tons of them. I could be out here all day just like looking at rocks. I'm nerdy like that. But the best of us are. Look at all these rocks. Lots of rocks. That one's cool. Still got ice. It's crazy how this moss just like comes out from the ice. It's like its own little fort. Like if you zoom way in, it's like the Who's would live in there. Like the Who, Dr. Seuss rainforest. And this creek goes on for a long, long ways. Here's another one of those trees I was showing you earlier. I don't know what it is. Maybe some of you people on YouTube watching can tell me. I can't get like a good view of it. I don't know. You can see it from the video earlier footage. Okay, let me try to venture back up this bluff. See if I can make it without dying. Used to, when I was real young, I could fly up this thing, but now I'm getting older. I'm not even old, but it's like I physically feel like I am. I've always mentally been an old person. So this part is what I have to climb up. I gotta hold on to this tree and get up this wet rock slippery spot that's dripping from up here without dying. So I'm gonna attempt this and head back to the four-wheeler. We're gonna do some more trail riding, and I don't have a whole lot of battery left on my GoPros. I had them fully charged, hadn't used it in quite a while. I kind of spontaneously decided to come four-wheel riding today, so I didn't have a lot of time to charge them. And yeah, so I'm mostly probably going to be getting footage off of my phone now. We'll see how much we can get off the GoPro and go from there. But so we made it down to the creek. The weather's starting to warm up. It feels really nice out. I had another guy in a four-wheeler over here stop by, talked to me for a bit. He had a Can-Am single-seater, I think it was a 570. He's out looking for waterfalls too. But beautiful creek. Summertime, it'd probably be nice to swim around in, but not right now. Water's way too cold. So on the other trail, we were coming down, my GoPro apparently overheated from what it said, and I don't know where it cut off. I turned it back on after we got to this one area that had these like ravines like this, and the four-wheeler got kind of tilted to the side, so we had to put four-wheel on, put the differential on, and rode it from the side and made it on through safe. But at that point I checked the GoPro. That's when I found out it wasn't recording anymore. So put a new battery in it, let it cool off, and now we should be good to go. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. I don't know why I did. Maybe because I got the waterproof case on it. It's the new GoPro, so I think they're prone to getting a little hot anyways. But all right, let's do some more riding. We just got stopped a little bit ago by a guy. We talked for a little while, probably a little too long, honestly. It's sun's starting to go down some, so it's about time for us to get out of here. But this is our last waterfall stop. I don't know the name of this one either, but it's a beautiful one too. It's kind of taller, higher elevation for the waterfall, but it's not like SM Falls where it's just gushing down it. This one's more like a trickle in some areas. Super pretty anyways, still got a lot of snow on the ground. And this one, I don't know if it's a part of a wet weather creek up here where it's trickling down, but the main creek starts over on this side. But they merge together either way. We're gonna head back to the truck, work our way back down the trail. One of my favorite trails that normally is at the start, but we didn't go down that way today. It's called the L Trail. We're gonna hit that one. It's kind of rougher, but it's fun. So we'll see you. Alright everybody, we just made it back home and had about an hour and 15-minute drive getting back. Not too bad, but I'm hungry. I'm ready to get something to eat, get some water, get a shower. But appreciate you watching. Thanks for sticking with me, and we'll see you on the next video.